It's amazing how, look, I got all this gravel down, and then when that big lift comes through, it just trashes my driveway. I gotta get Chad, the dirt guy, back out here, clean this all up, probably buy more rock so we can keep things moving. But thank God it's thawing out, but it's just a muddy mess. I've gone the wrong way. That looks like mud that way. I gotta go back to go talk to the framers. I wanna make sure I can get my trash chute in like I did at Flair, so I gotta measure the opening. Let's go inside. Look at these ruts in here. I bet they're 1.5 feet deep. Let me see if anybody's fixed my flat tire. No luck. What I gotta figure out here today is, see these trusses? I have the same thing going on below me here. They doubled this opening up accidentally. There's no need for this, but I need that same thing right below here. I was gonna measure, I could have 15 inches or 12 inches. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, so I have two options, a 12-inch trash chute or a 15. I think I'm stuck with the 12. 12. All I can do is 12. It'd be nice if I could get a bigger one, but a 12-inch, we'll just have to stuff it in there and take a broomstick to get it down into the garage. So I might put the trash chute at that end of the house, so I may do that here. My wife and everybody's kind of wondering what this ceiling is going to look like. So they have the big cathedral in. We'll probably put a flat board down the middle, about a 12-inch, because if you flatten it out, it makes it so much easier when you're putting a wood beam up there, but also if you're going to hang a chandelier, if it comes a complete point, you got to build a box. And we have to do that at Flair's house on a couple of bedrooms now because they decided to put a chandelier or a fan in the middle. So then to accommodate this big tall wall, we just went up, flattened it out, and then continued it. As far as trying to do a beam ceiling exactly like Flair's, which is not my intent, I'm gonna come up with something different. Because this ceiling goes flat, it's gonna look weird if I have beams going down. So I might just do a tongue and groove all wood ceiling in here. That's why I gotta get creative, because it doesn't look like the traditional cathedral where everything's the same size on both sides, allowing you to match beams coming down. So this is going to be something I have to put in the back of my mind to come up with some creative thoughts. So I'd like to hear from you guys as well on what you think I should do to accent this ceiling. I still don't have power at my job site. This is power. I got to fill up my generator, keep these guys working. That's a close one. It's on E. There's that little release I'm having trouble with to get the gas to come out. It's gonna blow! I think this is put on here so I don't spill the gas, but actually I think I spilled more gas with the safety thing on than doing it the old-fashioned way. I don't know who I need to talk to get better gas cans. I'm maybe go to some garage sales and pick up the old school ones. That's what I need to do. All right, so I came back. They've got the big 12-inch by 12-inch cedar column set, and this is the concrete footing that we raise off the ground like a little foundation because it's going to get stone all the way around it. But I can't just have this column set on here. We have to be calculated. There's wind load, so I got to come up with some metal straps to tie this in to hold it down and then tie it in up above. So those metal straps, I might do it where they're exposed. They always look nice when I put a metal strap here, bring it up with bolts, and then I'll build the water table around it. So sometimes those straps look really nice. We don't have them on Flair's, but I might do something different on this one. Let me know if you think I should show the metal straps or hide them into the stone. So that would be something I'd like to hear from you guys. Okay, we got the house all buttoned up. So we're trying to keep it watertight. We are missing just a couple of windows, but the whole lower level, which is all garages and a small little apartment, studio apartment, when we started construction, there was a bunch of snow in here. So the ground has been frozen. Since then, I've brought in a big propane tank. We've been thawing this thing out, running the heater constantly, 24/7. Fans have been blowing. We even put down a lime. It's all white, you'll see, to help dry this out. So I've been told it's dried out. The plumbers are inside there working. Let's go see how the groundwork's coming, because right now this is basically guys digging with shovels and getting all the sewer lines in the ground. It's called groundwork. Let's go see what kind of progress it is. All right, it's like coming into a fort. It's pretty dark in here. See all the white that we put down? That's a lime to help soak up and make it so it's not so greasy and slimy. Plumbers, how's it going over here digging in the dirt? There's all the frost is out of the ground and
all the frost is out.
Oh,
dirt,
my heaters were.
Dirt.
How come you guys aren't enjoying my heater? I got it.
Well, I had it on and got a little warm myself.
Oh, is that too warm in here? With this being all garage, you don't have a lot of groundwork to deal with here, do you? So have you already gotten an inspection?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. So what we're looking at right here is that's just the main sewer line. And since this is septic, all this will go out this back corner. And my foundation guy was nice enough to come in and bore a hole for you. Do you find that? Okay, that helps. So these guys didn't have to cut through the foundation that was already in place for them. Right above here is all living quarters. So all the plumbing will basically go straight up, and almost every single plumbing in the house is straight up above here. So it's all stacked. That should be hopefully easy for you guys, right? Is it easy?
Oh, it should just be blowing right through.
Oh, perfect. I love easy. I like fast, just like my prom date. All right, since you guys are making great progress, I'm going to head to Briggs, make my selection so you guys can start doing all your rough-ins, right? You'll need my shower valves. That's the big thing, right? Just shower valves, and a toilet opening's a toilet opening, so it doesn't matter, right? Well, I'm going to get busy, go pick out some fun stuff, and make this house look cool. I seem to be the donut king around here, the builder that always has donuts. Today I went up, picked up some more. It's kind of one of those cloudy, rainy days. And if I can make some guys happy with a few donuts, so be it. Well, you got some questions?
How you have this kind of cleared out here? Is this going to be your wall where you have that red there?
Yeah. I was trying
to. Wall now, so this is going to be a smaller shower?
Yeah, I was still trying to make that, if I can move that wall that way. I was just trying to line that wall up with that wall. It seemed like it jogged.
That's going to be your wall, but you're going to try to push that
I just need to make that a 48-inch shower pan.
Yeah, you're going pan?
Well, I'm sorry, fiberglass.
So that's the unit.
The whole unit, yes.
You're going unit?
Yes.
Okay, perfect, because that's what we're going to, that's what I was planning on doing it for.
Well, I figure if you can push that in a little bit.
You can push that one. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to stay out of that wall then. All right, yeah, no, I just wanted to check with that wall
perfect,
there.
yeah. I'm glad I gave you my plan, because I've been marking mine up, and the original plans are not, so that works out good. Here, grab a couple donuts, and I'll keep my delivery going. Nobody turns down donuts.
Thank you.
All right, you bet, fellas. They're kind of meaty. It's like a little meal, aren't they? I'll check. Get any more questions, just holler at me, right? You got it?
No, that should be it. I just wanted to make sure
I'm glad you caught that. Okay, hallelujah. All right, thanks, guys. I was told to put down, it's called a lime. You slay this on top, and it just dries out the mud. Works great. Kind of looks like a big powdered donut. What's frustrating about this weather is it was about 10 days of nice, sunny weather, and it was able to just get it just about dried out enough where that we could start bringing in equipment, because we have to build, and right in our backyard is the greenhouse. So we also have to get down this dirt roads. They're not even gravel. It was ready to go, and as luck would have it, today it starts to rain and snow. So this could delay us another week, and by then I hope it stays dry. So this is the time of year that one day of rain can lose about 3 weeks of work, and that seems to be what's happening here. So the road I'm talking about is on the other side of that heavy equipment. I did not rock that yet. It's getting so expensive, so I'm waiting for it to turn to dirt. Right now it's mud. It was dirt, and with today's rain, so I got to get big heavy equipment all the way around there and down that hill, and it is so slippery and muddy right now that it's literally impossible. So I'm crossing my fingers. The forecast in the future looks like some nice sunny weather, but it's got to get warm enough to dry this thing out so I can get that greenhouse built. All right, guys, today I'm at Briggs. I'm going to be making all my selections for plumbing for my house. They also do lighting here. So I'm meeting the interior designer, Lisa. My wife is going to be here as well, but I'm going to meet with their staff and find out what is the latest and greatest, because I really want to put some really nice stuff in my house. So inside, they're going to help me with all that, and I'm bringing you guys along for the ride. So let's go inside and check out and see what all the new stuff they have. All right, it's nice in here. Oh, well, there they are. The girls are right over here. I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour real quick what this place looks like. They've got every kind of light fixture you can think of. There's so many that they got them hanging from the ceiling, but you really have to go through binders and books, pick out even more stuff. But they have every plumbing brand you can think of. And what I like about this showroom is they're always keeping it up to date with the latest and greatest stuff. Look at some of these sinks. I mean, you get some pretty razzle dazzle. This no more is this your grandma's sink that just goes under the countertop, but you've got some really nice looking stuff. Shiny silver, copper, patinaed toilets. Now they're square. There's some really cool stuff. So they'll take us along for the ride and see what we should do. We put in some pretty heavy duty tubs. There's some fiberglass ones. The real hot thing now is these freestanding tubs and these beautiful coming out of the floor freestanding faucet. I don't think I'll have that in my, I know I don't have that in my guest house, but the next main house will. But this is kind of a smaller scale home. This is the brand Kohler. It's well known, well received, very quality product. I put a lot of this in my house, so hopefully we'll be with Kohler on our house, but I want to go over and find the girls. I see them in this office. I'm gonna go check up with them and see what I'm missing out on. I gotta give Carrie the plans, so she has this along with everybody else, keeping everyone on the same page. I want to show you guys, every house I build, I make a binder up. This is something for every homeowner, the interior decorator, so it shows the elevation of the house. Then it goes through maybe some special notes that I want them to address. It's got plans. We have what we call specifications. This gives all the allowances to help keep, the allowances are what I give all my homeowners budgets that they need to stay in for their selections. So it's also my wife has to be on budget, and Lisa. So we have some set prices trying to go for, and people go over and under, what have you. And then we break down all the little pieces as they make the selections. The appliances will go in here, and then cabinets, plumbing, all these are left blank, because those are why we're here. We got to start making selections, and we're starting with plumbing first. Then we'll start working on cabinets, and then countertops, lighting, all that stuff. So this book is ready to go. Let's go meet with the girls and start making our selections. All right, I see them over here looking at sinks, faucets. Hey girls.
Hi.
All sinks. All good sinks.
This one, nice thing about this one, it comes in levels. So if you wanted to chop on this level, and if you wanted to put it in a bowl, you can just sweep it down in there.
What are these? Just for
These are just racks. They're drying racks, your protective racks. Hollander, you have a bowl, you have your cutting board. All of it comes with the sink.
So I see this has, like you said, 2 levels. You got the high level, so that's like a catch basin. Does that that comes out? Oh, and 3 levels too, don't you? So then this. Then you also have different lengths of sizes. Are they all? What is it? This looks pretty big.
This is a 33 by 22, which is a standard kitchen size.
Okay, 33 by 22 is standard. Okay. These pieces come with it? Are these all
On this
options?
one, it does come with the sink.
So this was a stainless steel one, and then that is your
This is
porcelain?
cast iron.
Oh, cast iron. Okay. Now, sometimes people on the cast iron are concerned when you put like a metal pan, kind of
It has bottom
scratches.
basin racks.
Okay.
It doesn't really scratch. It will leave a pot mark, but it comes right out with a little bit of cast iron cleaner.
Oh, it does. Okay. So are you seeing people choice-wise? Well, this is the farm sink, right?
Yes.
The farm. Then these are the under counter.
Correct.
So 2 different sizes, but the color, do people prefer going, are they going back to the cast iron colored, or do they like the stainless steel?
It just depends on the person. I probably sell more cast iron than I do stainless steel.
Stainless steel have any difficulties? I mean, cleaning? I have that at my house right now, and it's been fine.
Not at all.
It's just
You
a
have
personal.
it's a personal choice. You do have to clean with the grain, otherwise it could scratch.
Since the island's so big, the plans show 8, but I made it bigger.
Oh, you made it bigger. Okay. Does it overhang on either
Yes,
side?
on either side. Remember, this is what we start with, and then you see where I drew.
Yeah.
I extended it, so you want to sit on each
On
end
both sides,
all
right?
the way around.
So it is centered, so that's good. Okay.
Because this is going to be where everybody hangs around, is the kitchen island, right? So
I thought maybe it would show us pictures of more of the accessories, but actually it comes with all of the accessories. So you'll have the bowls. You'll actually have 6 of them. You'll have the smaller ledge, and then you'll have a double one if you want to put all 6 in there. You'll have the rack, cutting board, and then you'll have the bottom basin rack.
So we got a kitchen sink down, and now kitchen faucet. So instead of this one, but you're going to go with the black part.
So this, normally, most people are right-handed, I should say.
Yeah.
So I would probably put your drinking faucet here, your faucet in the middle, your soap off the end, and then I would put your air switch here.
Your disposals, I'm assuming this is the sink. If it's centered, it doesn't really matter, but so it's right by it. Okay. So you got 4 holes, 4 inches apart is our minimum, or standard.
Correct.
Very good. I just learned something. All right, so now kitchen sink, kitchen faucet, all that's done.
So now,
Do we make all the bathrooms match, or do you guys mix it up a little bit? I mean, we have 3 bathrooms and a half bath. 2 vanities upstairs with the shared, like a shared bath, Jack and Jill, and then I have a 3/4 bath downstairs, and then a half bath on the main.
in the master bath, we want to do in the, like a vessel in the powder bath, the half bath we're talking about. So you go do a vessel, something a little fancier.
Okay.
And then what I like to do is the kitchen, the master, and the powder first, because that's where the bulk of our budget goes.
Okay.
And then we know what we have left, and we can pare back on the others.
So the kids' bathrooms, that's all secondary.
Yep, exactly.
It's not
as
don't
important.
spend your money there. If you
Right.
have extra, go ahead. Otherwise, it's not that important.
Right.
Okay.
We talked about, really quick, that's not on your plans, is a laundry. sink,
Oh, yeah,
adding in a
laundry
laundry sink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely want to add that. Are the laundry sinks, have they changed? Are they? It used to be the big, just kind
They
of
are
a
still
plastic,
big.
a bit big, but kind of plastic or fiberglass. Fiberglass.
We have fiberglass. This you can really beat up. Paintbrushes, things like that in there because you can clean with a little barkeeper's friend and bleach if you need to. You have a little bit dressier with the granite composite, still 25 by 22 with about 12 and a half inches deep. Not as friendly to put chemicals, paintbrushes, things like that in there. Then we have Vicryl, which is this here. It does have a shelf in it. You can kind of beat these up, and then there's also stainless steel.
I think we have one in our house.
Yeah,
'cause
people
it's
like that
shelf.
shelf.
Just shows,
Yeah.
yeah, it shows how much laundry I do. I didn't even, I recognized the shelf. Lived there 8 years and now I didn't realize I have that. So white it is?
White it is.
Because the old days they would just have a standard faucet, I mean, where it didn't pull out. This is nice to be able to pull out if you're definitely
Especially washing the dogs.
washing the dogs. Yeah, this was,
That's the
yeah,
old-
that's the old
that's the
style
old
that
one.
you're
I
kind
do
of,
like the handheld thing.
that's much nicer, more functional to use. So now we gotta pick that out.
Do you want this taller or do you like this one here?
One a little taller?
Yes, we have the Simplice that is actually, we could go chrome on that and it would help save a little bit of
Yeah.
money and they could have the pull down.
Yeah, let's do that one with chrome.
So I guess these girls are doing good. They've got some good taste. I'm looking forward to seeing now what the bathrooms are going to look like. So we got the laundry, kitchen figured out. So I got to catch up. They move quick. They just go. I just got shot down. This is all the faucets for the showers and the master bathrooms, guest bathrooms. So, no, I got to see what Lisa's got in mind and Mary Kay. I'm along for the ride. Love the handheld wand part, right? And then the shower head, because so often.
I just need a wand. I
You don't
never
need the
use
slide bar. Oh, you don't
No.
even need the head.
A little more that is more like a
This.
true head.
Yeah, like that. So that's what you have now, the shower. You can
I don't
adjust it
even know.
up and down.
So we have some new ones over here too. They've come out with some new styles. And this one here where you have the two-tone, you can choose your different heights, choose your different handle styles.
It used to be the center, the pole where that's right in the middle, and you adjust the temperature. That's the way it used to be back in the day. Now are we going back to that? More people like the hot, cold separated?
A little bit dressier. It is a preference. A lot of times in, say, the primary and the powder room, they'll do the two-handle just because it dresses it up a little bit.
Yeah.
A lot of times in the kids, we'll go with the single handle because it's easier to operate.
So maybe the master, you'll see people going with the
Yep.
split, because it does seem easier to manage the water, hot, cold temperature in
Yes,
the middle.
it's all
versus
in one
trying-
stroke.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. So do you see the masters? I can see a powder bath. I'm just curious. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, it is. I like that color. It's
So
like
that's a black nickel.
black nickel.
Yeah, that's
All right.
pretty.
I think the master should have a shower head and a handheld.
Okay.
Right.
Now, do you want the rain head like the way that we show it? Or do you want
Can
more
you
of a
get
true head?
regular shower head with it?
We can do
And
whatever.
still be in the
Yeah.
same finish?
What's the downside? This seems pretty cool. Why would you not one of these versus a traditional versus
It's not
that?
going to have as strong a flow.
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
more of it's going to come out. It's relaxation where a shower head is going to have a
It's
shower.
like you just stand under it and you get wet.
Okay.
It's not really.
You can't wash your hair under it.
Doesn't knock the dirt off. Look at this hair.
You need
All
some
right. So
pressure.
I don't need any water pressure. It takes it right out. So we just made a change on the plan. We're going to, this is the tub and it's got a little pocket door, and we're going to take that pocket door out because I have a wall for the door to swing against. So typically if you have a door that swings against a wall, a pocket door is not necessary. So they're more expensive, they're kind of a hassle to build, and if you can avoid them, we're all for it. One
Maybe
more
we
sink
want to
to
do something coming out of the wall.
It's all interior walls, so we can come out of the wall. Out of the wall faucet would be cool. Is there any special backing that I should have to do or know about that? I guess when we rough it in, the plumbers will.
Right, as long as it's not an outside wall, you're fine.
I like those coming out of the wall. Just don't see a lot of people do it that much. If we do, it's usually in a powder bathroom.
Right.
So this
Yep.
will come in a lot of colors. If you like that purist, I do.
Yeah.
It comes in several colors. So we have black, which you see it in black here. This is brushed bronze. This is their modern gold. It comes in chrome. It comes in nickel. The new style of vessel is not having them sit as far up. They kind of drop down and have just a little edge.
Yeah, I like that because then, well, that's also more forgiving when you build your counter
Correct.
cabinets. if you have a cabinet that's 36 and you put a bowl that's 4 inches tall, now you're too high up, aren't you?
Correct.
I saw these on the way in. I thought this was the too expensive department. So these, if you're saying these are that 3 or 4 inches above, that you probably have to lower
Lower your cabinets.
lower the cabinet.
Correct. The artisan editions.
Little foo-foo stuff on there,
Yeah.
all custom glass, isn't it?
Yes.
That
So
one's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is.
as I walk in here, there's so much to look at. And I wanted to ask you, what is it that you do when people come in? I'm sure they're just as overwhelmed as I am when
Yes.
they come in and see this.
Yes.
So what do you do to break it down, and how do you simplify the process so that they're not so overwhelmed and they come out of here feeling good about their selections?
I just sit down with them. I go through all of their plans with them, all the rooms that they need. I get a feel for what style they have, colors they want. I try to give them maybe 2 or 3 choices in the price range that they're looking for. Kind of helps narrow it down a little bit.
Where do you start? Do you start with the kitchen? Do you start, is there a starting point, I should say, with plumbing?
Actually, wherever room they want to start, a lot of times kitchen is the fun room, so we start with that there. Then maybe a primary or a powder room. Usually the kids' baths, extra baths are kind of to the end because it's
They're-
extras.
Yeah, extras, yeah. As long as the kids are in the house, they got a place to stay,
Yes,
they're happy.
yes.
But do you recommend spending money, I mean, for budget-wise? It seems to me that the kitchen's the most important.
Yes.
And then the master, that's how I design houses and
Yes,
stuff.
yes. Sometimes the powder, because it's just right off the kitchen, they usually want it to match, and that's the room everyone sees. A lot of the money allotment will go for a master shower.
How about features? You say master shower.
Yes.
Are there some unique, are they going to the multiple shower heads for a while there? There
Yes.
was all the body sprays. Is that
The
something?
car wash,
Yeah,
everyone
the car
likes
wash.
the car wash, so that you can have a rain head coming from the ceiling or the wall. Handhelds are great because you can wash the walls if you have kids. Shower heads are, a must, and then a lot of times we have body sprays, which is kind of a relaxing feature for the rest of your body.
Trick I tell people is I ask them, what kind of a faucet do you have in your kitchen now? And if they can't answer it, that tells me it's not that big a deal.
Yes, yes.
But it's a big deal now when you're making your selections, right?
Yes,
So
it is.
there some little tips that people, when you come in, do you like them to look at maybe magazines or something ahead of time, or would you rather have them come in with a clear mind, clean slate, and start from scratch?
It's kind of easier sometimes. If they do have an idea, that's great, but sometimes our websites, books get overwhelming, so that's where I come into play. But it is great. People come in with pictures that shows me a lot to other styles that they want, the colors, what they're trying to achieve, and then I try to find that for them.
That's a good point, because they can be modern, they can be traditional,
Yeah.
eclectic, so all that plays into, this is like jewelry,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's
It really
beautiful
is
stuff.
jewelry, yeah.
And what I've noticed too, and I've been aware, a lot of people say, well, why can't I just go to a big box store, and buy the same faucet from there? And it's, even though
It
it's
is not the same.
Yeah, even though it says the same brand, the inner workings, as my understanding, is not the
Correct.
same.
Correct. So there are a lot of box store faucets out there. They are made to look like the faucets we sell. We're a wholesaler. They are plastic parts on the inside, and the finishes do not clean up as well, and the warranties are different than ours.
And that's why they're less money.
Correct.
It's not that you're charging more, it's you're getting more. It's a quality price.
You get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
Yes.
So, and then also it helps when you service the plumber, when he picks up the pieces and parts.
Mm-hmm.
If something's wrong or not right, you guys always stand behind it and help
Correct.
the plumbers out. That is real important. The customer may not appreciate that, but the plumber that's installing
Yes.
is loving you guys. So it sounds like you guys really got your hands wrapped around it.
Yeah.
I enjoy working with you, and so appreciate your time. So
All right.
thank you so
Have
much.
a great day.
You too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.